Most of the royals have heaved a big sigh of relief when they found out that Meghan will not be showing up at the coronation on May 6th. But the Princess of Wales has made it pretty clear to the family, including King Charles, that she is never ever going to trust Prince Harry again, and neither should they. A well placed insider has said, "It can't be overstated how much Kate's been hurt by Harry and Meghan, but she's also hardened up and she's not taking any chances now. She doesn't trust either of them to not spill every confidence for cash in an interview or another book, and is genuinely worried that her sentimental father in law will get burned again." Friends who spoke with Woman's Day magazine claimed that the mother of three is concerned about her husband, Prince William, and their three kids: Prince George, age 9, Princess Charlotte, age 7, and Prince Louis, age 5. And that's exactly why she has had a firm word with the monarch in private. See, Charles always had a bit of a soft spot for his youngest son, and so he's never going to be able to close the door on him completely. But still, Catherine does not want to see him end up as tabloid fodder just a few days after he has been crowned. Catherine has a much more senior position in the family at this point, and so she's got the ear of the king now more than ever. She earned a lot of respect from everybody when she missed out on saying her final goodbye to the late queen to avoid another tantrum from Meghan Markle. According to a new book that was written by the royal biographer Robert Jobson, the real reason that Catherine did not come to Scotland to say goodbye to the Queen was because Meghan was insisting on coming as well. The author claims that Charles asked Catherine to stay home, telling William, if Catherine doesn't come, Meghan can't either. Sources claim that Catherine was heartbroken not to be able to say a proper goodbye to the Queen, but it has also given her a direct line to the King and a real place at the decision-making table. In other news, I was watching a video that was talking about the chaos at the coronation. So this video was claiming that Meghan might instigate some kind of incident during the coronation to try to humiliate the king and the royal family. And she even mentioned getting a horse to run away or something like that. After hearing this, I decided to dig a little deeper. So the information I have gotten cannot be officially verified, of course. But this is for entertainment purposes only. It's just my opinion, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. I can't claim any responsibility for this being the truth, and my truth, or whatever that means. Let's remember, though, loose lips do sink ships. Supposedly, though, there is some kind of incident that is being planned to make the most of the media spotlight, to make things extremely uncomfortable and embarrassing for the king and the rest of the family during this important occasion. How exactly would they do that? Well, they would have to find some way to keep their hands clean, so that means they would have to use some type of proxy. And I think we know who that would be. I mean, who better than the old Sussex squad? There probably is some truth in trying to get a horse to run away, after all. Horses are not big fans of sudden loud noises, so it really only require a firecracker or something similar to cause a big problem. Something this big, though, would require a lot of assistance, so it would not shock me in the least if I were to find out that the Sussex squad has made contact already with the Republic Action Group. They've already got form, and they would love nothing better than to make a big spectacle of everything to get attention, and I'm sure they would be open to ideas. In fact, it wouldn't be difficult to hide somebody in a crowd who at the perfect moment decides to throw something at the passing procession. Perhaps even the carriage carrying the King and Queen Camilla could be targeted. Now, I'm sure the security services know all about this, but still, they can't be everywhere all the time. So at the end of the day, I'm afraid something could happen if they really wanted it to. But one thing these people may not be counting on is the great British public. I think they're going to step up if they see somebody trying to start something. And I think they would do whatever it takes to detain that person until the authorities can come and deal with them properly. Now, once again, I'm only speculating. Of course, I'm not involved in any of this. I'm just hearing stuff from people. And I'm just putting this information out there so that everybody will know. But still, I'm upset enough by that thing from Montecito. I mean, let's get this straight. The monarchy has been around for about 1,000 years. I mean, sure, there were some Anglo-Saxon kings before the Norman conquest. But anyway, traditionally, the British monarchy is thought to have started with William the Conqueror, and the line of successive kings and queens continued until the mid-17th century, when King Charles I was executed after a whole series of civil wars, and the Englishmen finally woke up to find themselves living in a republic with Oliver Cromwell dictating, and Parliament was basically just an appendage that had to do everything he said. When he passed away, the people were so happy and they were excited for the restoration of the monarchy because they found the tyranny of Cromwell in Parliament to be unbearable. They discovered actually that situation was a lot worse than the king they had to live under who had his head chopped off. So Charles II ended up being restored, and after that little brief flirtation with republicanism, the monarchy has continued on to the present. Now, there were many crises and difficult times in between that threatened to eclipse the institution, such as World Wars I and II, and also the abdication of Edward VIII for Wallace Simpson. I mean, even under Queen Victoria, who reigned during the alleged halcyon days of the empire, there were some malcontents who wanted to get rid of the monarchy. But thankfully, people with sense kept their heads about them, and the constitutional monarchy prevailed. Queen Elizabeth II presided over the creation of the Commonwealth, and that is a legacy of hers that I hope continues on forever. So now the Commonwealth and the monarchy are set to continue under the new King Charles III. And then we've got this piece of gutter trash and an ex-mattress actress who just got up and put on a wrinkled dress and decided she was going to shake things up. She's got some nerve, I won't deny that. And she has the delusional fantasy that she believes herself as the rightful queen of the UK, this upstart with no understanding of hierarchy or monarchy or the long-standing history and traditions of the British. And if she can't have the throne, well then, like a spoiled child pitching a fit over not having ice cream with her birthday cake, she, out of spite, is going to just sweep it all off the table. The entire birthday party and the cake and the decorations are going to be destroyed. Destroy, destroy, destroy. That's all she wants to do. She's determined to do anything she can to bring down the monarchy because she cannot be the queen. And she has shown herself to be so stupid, so immature, and such a brat. Meghan believes that she is living up to the stereotype of this rebel American, so she decided to pick a fight with a 1,000-years-old institution. Because she cannot be queen, she believes that she should just push up against it and make everything fall apart, and she expects she can do that. Because what has she been other than a pushy bully her entire life? I mean, this is basically the same as bashing one's head against a brick wall and thinking that they're going to make a dent. That is Meghan for you. Just keep on bashing your empty skull against the wall in your attempt to prove to everybody that your head is made of cement. But don't expect anybody to be there to clean up the bits of brains and fractured skull that are lying around. Nobody is going to remember you in only a few years, perhaps even less.